Hey everybody, this is Doomhammer with a Week 13 recap. So we're going to go through these games here. So we'll start off with the Dolphins and the Seahawks. As you can see, the Dolphins come away with a victory, 41-35. A very tight game, very tough game. I believe it went into overtime. It was that competitive of a game. So 12-1 Dolphins, 8-4 Seattle Seahawks. Then we have the NFC West battle with the Rams getting their second loss of the year to the Arizona Cardinals, the defending Super Bowl champions. Very tough game, and as you can see, it came down to a 2-point conversion victory for the Arizona Cardinals. Then switching over to the Atlanta Falcons, narrowly defeating the Saints. Michael Vick almost delivered a loss to the Falcons, who are now 10-2. Peyton Manning with the worst overall team, moving on to 10-2. Then we've got the New York Jets absolutely demolishing the Texans. Sanchez's 2 interceptions did not help with that, nor that fumble. So 28-6 is the score there. Then we got the Oakland Raiders defeating the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs fall to 500, 6-6. The Raiders ascend to 7-6. A good job for Matt Ryan and company, throwing 4 passing touchdowns, and Shane Vereen running for 138 yards in Sean Green's absence. Carolina Panthers fall to the Buccaneers. So this is rough because the Panthers are trying to get into that playoff picture, and losing to the Bucs was not a very good loss for them. This was Monday Night Football. Don't know why it's in this order, but it was Monday night, I believe. Yeah, I think so. It was the last game I played. And so Flacco, 248 yards, 2 turnovers, not great, or 3 turnovers with the fumble. Then we have the NFC North, the Packers, who have kind of turned their season around. I know 4-8 does not look like a turnaround season, but they're not at the bottom of the league anymore. But they failed to knock off Detroit. They failed to protect home court, or home field, I guess. So 21-17 is the result. And then a shocking victory here. So the Steelers were leading the AFC North. Browns are able to get a 2-point conversion to take the victory and tie the Steelers here in Week 13. So Pryor, there were 3 touchdowns, and he ran for 109 yards. If I believe correctly, he has how many rushing yards this season? 801. So he's on track for potentially over 1,000 yards rushing. So we'll see if Pittsburgh's able to get back into the swing of things and maybe get back into the playoff picture. And then we've got the Jaguars defeating the Buffalo Bills, 21-7. Jacksonville looking to be in pretty solid command of the AFC South. Buffalo, abysmal. Rex Ryan likely to be fired at the end of the season. Then we got the Baltimore Ravens defeating the Bengals. So good news for Pittsburgh and Cleveland. They are 1 game out of trying to tie the Bengals. Baltimore did their job. Kaepernick with 4 passing touchdowns, looking very elite this game, trying to stay relevant as a starting quarterback in the league. Then you got the New England Patriots defeating the 49ers, as we would hope they would. If they want to be a playoff team, they move up to 7-5. Brady with 3 touchdowns. Bruce Gradkowski in for the injured Drew Brees. Gets a touchdown on 176 yards. MJD, 104 yards. Good game there by the veteran running back. The Minnesota Vikings, 35-17. RG3 with 278 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, looking like the MVP he was last year. Tavares Jackson, 228 yards, a touchdown. Freeman got some playing time near the end. I think there's some injuries going on with him. Then Trent Edwards is back in the starting lineup after being benched by Johnny Manziel, and then Manziel getting injured for the rest of the year. And Edwards comes away with a victory over the Giants. They get their second win for Washington. Good victory there. Unfortunate loss for the Giants. And then we have the Chicago Bears, who were 2-9, defeat the Colts, who were 3-8. They have the same record now. Carson Palmer throwing 5 passing touchdowns, looking to be a more elite version of himself. But unfortunately, again, their season's kind of over. But he is playing them out of the number 1 spot, so it's going to be hard for them to get a quarterback. We see Dallas, San Diego, and well, whatever. You saw them. And so the teams that are on a bye week. If I go back to, not weekly preview, I like how they have it here. Where is it? Boop, 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 boop. Well, okay, let's go to award races right here. So we got Jim Harbaugh leading the way. We got Falcons coach, which is not Norv Turner. It's Brad Childress. Arizona coach, which is John DeFilippo. Rams, Mike McCarthy. Panthers, John Fox. There's some wrong headshots there. Newton leading the MVP race with Manning and Ryan. Luck and Wilson in the top 5. Julio, Calvin Johnson, Santonio Holmes, offensive player. Defensive player, DeMario Davis, Mayo. Rookie of the year is, right now, Jarvis Landry, Beckham, Hill in the top. Defense, Khalil Mack and Clowney going to be battling it off for the AFC. Or, oh, no, this is for the award. That's right. This isn't AFC or NFC. This is the top ones. Then we got, I won't go through all of them, but if you want to take a look at some of the top award races there. When we look at the standings, a very brief overview here. We've got the Miami Dolphins very much in front, already clinched the playoffs. New York Jets are right behind them, and the Patriots at 7-5. Then you've got the Bengals, Browns, and Steelers all competitive for that division spot. I guess technically the Ravens are still in contention for the division, but not, I mean, I wouldn't bet on them. Jacksonville 2 games ahead of Houston, so they're getting that separation they need to clinch the division. And then AFC West, very competitive. All teams are 500 or above. The NFC East, we got the Eagles and the Cowboys. Then there's a big drop to the Giants and even a further drop to the Commanders. Detroit is on their way to clinching the division on a 7-game win streak, just winning what they need to do, winning the games they need to. Minnesota is kind of trying to get back into swing of things, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. That 3-game gap is probably too much to handle. Packers are over Chicago, so that's a good thing for new head coach Jeep Christ. First, I thought he could be a one-and-done coach, but looks like he's bouncing back, so that's good for him. Falcons 10-2, looking like they're probably going to clinch their division. Depends on the Panthers if they're able to bounce back these last, 14, 15, about 5 weeks. Buccaneers, again, they're just like the Vikings, probably very much on the outskirts of the playoffs. Very unlikely for them to turn things around. Rams are right now fighting the Falcons for the top of the NFC. And then you got Dallas and Philadelphia also vying for that at 9-3. Arizona and Seattle, both 8 wins, probably going to clinch those wild card seeds. And that's where we have the Panthers, likely to get that 7th seed in the playoffs, unless one of these 5-win teams like the Bucks or the Giants are able to come through, which I don't think they're going to be able to, right? Because let's see, if we go to the home, yeah, right now it'd be very unlikely. Oh, Seattle's 8th seed. So yeah, the odds of anyone really, it's look like the Panthers, Seattle, Arizona, and Dallas are the ones fighting for that seed. And they have the Raiders, Patriots, and let's see who else is vying for it in the AFC. Okay, so like Chargers, Chiefs, Bengals, Steelers, they're the ones that are kind of trying to fight for that playoff spot. And I think we'll do a quick little league leaders update. And I love how they're doing this now. So Newton, Manning, Brady, Ryan, Smith leading the way here. We've got Ryan, Jackson, Newton all up here with passing touchdowns. Chris Johnson leads the league in rushing. Matt Forte. I'll let you kind of read some of these so that I don't have to read everything to you. Receiving touchdowns, receiving yards. You see Julio Jones on track for almost 2,000 yards receiving. Very common in my franchise. Bruce Irvin, I can't believe it, but he is leading the league in sacks by 0.5. Lawrence Timmons right behind him. Clay Matthews. Great pickup by the Panthers there. Let's see, tackles for loss, and then that's as far as it goes down. So we see defensive touchdowns. No one has had more than 1 touchdown, so not really much of a league leader there. And as we look at league previews, this is the upcoming schedule. So, yeah, you can leave in the comments who you think is going to come away with some victories. But I hope this was a quicker video. Let me know if you like it when it's more like under 10. I'm going to try to keep them concise. But thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like these updates. Subscribe to the channel. We are on track to try to finish this season and hopefully get an off-season done. I might be able to fit another Madden 32, another season before maybe switching over to Madden 26. That all depends on the modding community, how quickly they can get mods set up. I have EA Play or whatever the subscription is, so I'll be getting whatever the new Madden is. So I don't know if I'll be playing 1 or 2 more seasons in Madden 25 before kind of switching rosters. I guess it depends on how moddable the next Madden is. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.